Use the quadratic formula to solve the given equation. 3x squared minus 6x equals 65. Well, I'm going to immediately switch over to my paper here, try to make sure that you can actually see the problem as we work it out. But one thing that Edmentum really is stressing is that in order to use the quadratic formula, the equation needs to be set equal to 0. So we're going to subtract the 65 from both sides. And we get 3x squared minus 6x minus 65 equals 0. And once we do that, what happens here is that we can identify that A is 3, B is negative 6, and C is negative 65. And now that we've got that, we're going to fill in these values back into the quadratic equation. So x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, all divided by 2 times a. Now, once again, a reminder that double negative here gives us a positive. So this is going to become 6 plus or minus, and we need to figure out what goes there, and that's when we're going to use Desmos here. I'm not going to type in the square root, I'm just going to type in the negative 6 squared minus 4 times 3 times negative 65. And we get 816 all divided by 6. And you need to be able to see it. I don't want to mess that up again. Now, if it were up to me in Algebra 1, I would leave the answer like this. But the thing is, we can simplify 816. Now, I think if you use Desmos or you use a calculator, that you can find the answer on Desmos, and on Edmentum. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just type in square root of 816 and see if I can do that without showing you the rest here. I don't think I can, but let's try it. Square root, I got to do square root. Square root of 816 is 28.565. So we can see that there. So let's go back and look at Edmentum. Oh gosh. We can't do it. So here's the thing. And again, I am happy with this answer, but Edmentum is not going to be. So here's the thing. We need to simplify 816, the square root of 816. And when we simplify it, what we're doing is we're looking at factors of 816. So one of them that I'm trying here is I tried 4. So 4 times 204 gives us 816. And then 4 is 2 times 2. And then 204 is 2 times 102. And I'm going to keep dividing. Let's do by 2. And 51. And I'm going to leave it in that format. 51 actually does have more factors than 1 and 51. But what we're looking at here is that this is 2 times 2. Here's a 2, here's a 2. Here's a 2, here's a 2. And then here's 51. And what we're looking for is we're looking for 2 of the same value to take out 1. So we've got 2 2's. We're going to take out one of those 2's. And we're done with these. We've got 2 2's. we're going to take out one of them, and we're done with those 2's. But we still have a 51 left here. So when we finish this problem, or at least get close to this, by the way, 2 times 2 is 4 times the square root of 51. So this problem becomes 6 plus or minus 4 square root of 51 divided by 6. And then one more little issue here is that 6 and 4 and 6 are all divisible by 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And 6 divided by 2 is 3. So when we go back to find our answer here, what we end up with is 3 plus or minus 2 square root of 51 divided by 3. A lot harder than I would expect an Algebra 1 student to do, but I do want to have at least an example because that's conceivably one of the problems that you might have to do.